Now in order to add contacts, we'll need one form. So for now this form will be simple and we'll create it here. So let's so I'll quickly create it. Okay, now we have create contact form. So in this form we have field to change name and phone number. So I've included this start state name and phone. This will the value coming from our state, which will create here. So this will be the name of contact or name of person, and this will be the phone number. And on changing on something is changed in this field, we'll call handle change method. So we already created that while creating logging form, so I'll just paste some of the code from there into this. And on submit, what we'll do is we'll call this submit, and that submit also we get from here. So on submit, prevent default action, and then send post request to contact, sleep that, and we'll be sending name and then phone. So after response, we'll refetch contacts so that all contacts will be updated. Okay, so this should work. Okay, let's see this in action. So we will create a new contact called. Okay, so the problem is we need to bind this handle change method here. So this dot handle change equals to this dot handle change dot bind this. Similarly for submit, otherwise this will not reference to class. Okay, so now let's try to create webtematics react, and then phone number will be some random number. Let's open up console, submit, and yeah, let's see, we can see this new entry created down below. So we can successfully create, and after creating we can reset the form. This dot set state, and here you can set name equals to empty. Similarly phone equals to empty. So that will reset the form after submit. Random phone number, submit. Yeah, you can see here even after refresh it will persist. So this is the create part. Okay, in order to delete item, we need to have this delete button. So I added this in our list item. So since we are looping through each and mapping through each and displaying that, so we already got this full name, and then we can add mobile name, and I've added one button just here inside list item. So on clicking this button, what we are doing is we are calling this method delete contact, and we're binding to this. So binding this to this method, and then passing the contact ID. That ID will be needing, and we define that method here, contact delete contact. So we already binded that, so we don't need to bind here like so. Okay, so here we'll do a delete request to our server to delete that item. So let's do that. Window.axios, then ID response. So we don't have to refresh, so we can just call this dot fetch contacts. Actually, fetch contacts, we need to call that. Okay, so after that we can try deleting some. So Mr. Dominic Mills gone, this also gone. Yeah, we can successfully delete our contacts.